In the last video, we implemented Bootstrap to make our design more better, and also if you go to the detail page, we have implemented view count, and I think there is a spelling mistake of viewed. Okay, let's first open our models.py, urls.py, and views.py, and I also want to open our base.html, and in case of product detail page, and there is a spelling mistake, viewed, VIEWD. Okay, now it's correct, viewed 2 times. These are the main tags of the our last session, and you can see that here is add to cart button, which is not working correctly because its code is not written yet. So let's move to that section now. Okay, first of all, I want to show you the cart model. There are 3 things that are necessary. Customer, which is non-required field, that means at the time of creating cart object we don't need to provide customer object, and another thing is total, which is by default 0 and created it, and this is only a cart. And if you want to add items in the cart, then cart product object should be created, and that cart product object holds cart ID is foreign key, product, rate, quantity, and subtotal. Okay, let's make a functionality of adding cart. For that, let's add a URL pattern path, add dash to dash cart, and I also want to supply int colon integer type product. Okay, I want to just write pro ID. Okay, you can do whatever you want, and add to cart view dot age underscore view. I want to name this URL pattern as add to cart. Okay, here this angle bracket wrapping this pro ID is a dynamic variable. Okay, like this slug, this is dynamic variable, and which is called keyword argument. And let's make it to cart view here in our product, below our product detail page, class add to cart view. Let's make it template view, and for template view we need to provide template name, add to cart.html. okay, and let's make add to cart.html in our templates folder, add to cart.html. and from here I want to extend base.html here. For title, block title should be add to cart. Okay, and block. And for main content I want to write block content and block. Okay, and block, and here div.container class, and inside it I just want to write s3 tag. Okay, product added to cart successfully. Okay, so whenever someone tries this URL pattern providing a product ID, then this will call add to cart view. Here is add to cart view. In add to cart view, whenever user visits in this page, we responded with add to cart.html, and add to cart.html is showing product added to cart successfully. Okay, let's add this URL pattern in our add to cart link. Okay, here is add to cart link, which is in home page. Let's navigate to our home.html, and here we can write URL, what is a ecom app colon URL, what is add to cart. Add to cart is our URL pattern name, and we need to supply product ID. Here product is iterated in as p variable. Okay, so you can supply p.id or p.pk. If you do this, and I think in category page there is also add to cart, so you need to go to the category page. What is the name of the category? I think this is the best. This is the place where we need to add this link. Okay, go to all products, paste it here and save. Also I think that in detail page there is also add to cart button, so let's go to our detail page. Okay, go to our product detail page, and where is add to cart button? Here is add to cart link. Let's apply this link as a href, but you need to change the p to product. Okay, here is the variable name of product. Okay, now if you go to your home page and add this KN95 to your product added to cart successfully, but actually cart is not created. You can go to your admin panel, admin, and inside it you need to go to your cart model, and you can see that here is 0 cart. Also in case of cart product there is no cart product yet, so this is just saying product added to cart, but it's actually not working. To make it work, we need to write some logic here in our template. Okay, first of all, in add to cart, let's make any type of get method. Okay, you can use get, or you can use get context data. Okay, I'm using get context data here because I already used it here. You'll feel it easy and more useful. Queries context variable that get context data queries and return supply return context. Okay, sorry, return context, and inside it you can use logic. And first of all, here what we want to do is get product ID from requested URL, then get product. Okay, then get product. After getting product, you need to check that check whether check if cart exists. Check if cart product in the product already exist in cart. Okay, and let's start from here. Product ID equals to product self.quarks. I think what is the name of the key? The name of the key is pro_id. So to fetch that value, we need to go to pro ID. Let's check if it's work or not. Product ID. Okay, let's print it here. Let's go to home page. There is nothing in here. Okay, and after that, let's put KN95 max here. Add to cart. You can see that 9 is shown. What is 9? 9 is the ID of that product. So let's remove it. Then get product. Product object. Okay, let's get product object from database. Product.objects.get ID equals to product ID. Okay, this is the product object, and then we need to check if cart exists in our database or not. For this, we are using session. Okay, session, and let's check cart_id equals to self.request.session.get cart ID. If cart ID is session variable is not present in our session, then we need to return none instead. Okay, so here two cases will be there will be two cases here. First case is if cart id exists. Okay, if cart id exists, pass, else cart id does not exist. Okay, pass. If cart id exists, then you need to get that cart. Okay, from database cart dot objects dot get id equals to cart id. Okay, cart, let's rename it as cart obj. You can do whatever you want. Okay, if cart does not exist, then cart object will be cart dot objects dot create. Okay, if it is present, we need to fetch it, and if it's not present, we need to create a new cart where total should be 0. If you want to create a cart, you need to supply total equals to 0. It is default value, and after creating the cart, immediately you need to store the value of cart id in your session, so that next time same cart will be used. Okay, self dot request dot session, self dot request dot session cart id. Okay, I am making this, I am using this variable name, session variable name, and cart obj dot id. Okay, what this code says is, if cart id exists, we need to fetch that cart id, and if cart id does not exist in our session, we need to create a new cart and then store the value immediately in the session, so that next time when we add some items into the cart, then that item will be added in our in the same cart. Okay, so I am printing here something, for example old cart here. Okay, and here I am printing new cart, and let's check what happens. And you can see that there are no carts yet, there are no cart products yet. If I add some items to the cart now, let's add sari into the cart, you can see that there is a new cart here. Okay, and if you go to the console, new cart is created, new cart, then code is in this logic. Okay, in else logic, new cart is created. And if you but you can see that there is no cart products yet, that is item is not actually added to cart. New cart is made, but items are not added to this cart. So let's add another item to the cart. Let's woman blazer, add to cart. You can see that no new cart is created. Okay, old cart is used because same cart should be used. That's working correct, and it's working fine. And let's go to other logic, and if cart is present, we fetched that cart from the database, and now we need to check whether the added product is inside the cart already or not. Okay, so let's this product in cart, this product in from cart object, we need to get all cart products. Okay, from this cart object we need to get all cart products. Okay, so these are related in foreign key, that is many to many relationship. I can fetch it like cart object dot cart product underscore set dot filter. I need to filter, and I need to filter using this product variable, because I am checking product equals to, I want to provide this product object. Okay, so that will check if this product which we want to add into cart already exists in the cart or not. If this product in the cart, I forgot to write, if this product in the cart exists in the database, or if something is written, then we need to fetch cart product like this cart product dot post, or you can also write here the last. Okay, because there will be only one object. if we get this cart product, and this is the case we are adding item that is already in the cart. So what should we do here? We need to increase the quantity, subtotal, and the cart total value. Okay, so to increase the quantity, we need to go to cart product dot quantity plus equals to 1. Okay, this will increase the quantity by 1. Also we need to increase the subtotal value by how much? Cart product dot rate, or you can also do here product object dot selling price. This is same thing. Okay, then we need to save the cart product to actually change the value in the database. And also what should we do is to increase the cart object total value by product object dot selling price. Okay, then we need to save cart object too. So this is the first case. And another case I want to handle is if the items in the cart does not exist, then what should we do? We need to create a new cart product. Okay, cart product dot objects dot create. What are the things that we need to create a cart product? We need cart, product, rate, quantity, and subtotal. Okay, first of all, cart equals to cart obj, then product equals to product obj, cart product, and rate equals to product obj dot selling price, then rate quantity equals to 1, and subtotal equals to product object dot selling price. Okay, because quantity is 1, so rate and subtotal must be equal. So after doing this, what we need to do is to increase the cart value by writing the same code. Okay, here you can copy and paste cart object dot total. Cart object dot total value must be increased by 1. Okay, must be increased by 1, and total quantity should be equal to this, and I think this is correct. Now if items are, this is the case where items already exist in cart. Okay, item already exists in cart. New item is added in cart. This case is new item is added in cart. And if cart ID does not exist, if cart exists, we paste that cart, then did this. And if cart does not exist, then we created a cart, we stored the value in the session. Then what we need to do is to create a new cart product and save like this. Okay, we can copy this, you can check the logic here. Okay, I think it's correct. Then in else condition, new cart product is created with the same cart above, and the value of the cart total will be increased. Okay, and let's check this. First of all, we have one cart here. You can see that the total value is 0. We don't have any cart product yet. Now let's go to our home page and let's add sari into our product added to cart successfully. Let's see. Here you can see its total value is increased, and here you can see one cart product is added with quantity 1. If I add the same item sari in our cart, then you can see that this is 9,000 now. And if you see cart products here, in cart product there is only one cart product, but you can see that the rate is 4500, quantity is 2, and the subtotal is 900. And if I add another item here in the cart, for example, let's add this blazer for 4000, and you can see that you can see that total value is 13,000, and you can clearly see that there is another cart product. First cart product is our sari, and the second cart product is our women's blazer, only one quantity, which belongs to the same cart 1. Okay, now this is interesting. And another thing that we want to do today is I want to show the items in the cart per the client. Okay, so let's make a URL pattern for this. Let's add comma here, path my dash cart. Okay, this is the URL pattern, my cart view.age_view. you can put name here is my cart, okay, or whatever you like. Now let's make this my cart class here, just below the add to cart class my cart. Let's make it as template view, template name equals to my cart.html. okay, spelling mistake, html. And if you make here my cart.html, let's extend base.html, block title my cart, and block spelling is not correct, for main content, block content and block. Okay, and block. Then let's make a div.container here, div.row here, div.col-md-8. okay, these are the bootstrap classes. And here you want to write items in the cart, no, in my cart. Okay, and after that you want to write a HR tag and then table tag. Okay, in table we have T head section and the T body section. Okay, in T8 section let's make a row TR and then THSN, serial number, product, rate, quantity, subtotal, and then CTIO in action. Okay, and inside here let's leave it as it is. And if you want to add it in our navigation bar, we need to go to our base.html and add a link here, URL ecom app : my cart. Okay, view cart. Let's go to our Chrome and you can see that there is a view cart. There is an ugly table head, and you can make it better by using a bootstrap class. Where is my cart page? Bootstrap class table. Okay, class table. Let's refresh it and it's better now. And to show items here we need to send it from the backend. So let's go to our backend views, and to send some data we need to use get context data method. Okay, self quarks. And let's define context variable is super.get context data quarks, and we have to finally return that context. Okay, first of all let's fetch our cart. We don't know that if cart already exists in our session or not, so let's get cart ID from session, self.request.session.get. session returns value in the format of dictionary, so we need to enter key here. Key is cart ID. We are using cart ID as session key. Okay, you are from previous example, cart ID. Okay, then here you don't have to put none, but I'm putting it, and if cart id exists, okay, if cart id exists, then we need to fetch that cart object is cart dot objects dot get id equals to cart id. Okay, then we can get that cart, and else we are making cart equals to none. Okay, if we get cart, then we are sending that cart, and if we do not get that cart, then we are defining cart equals to none. So let's send it as cart name. Okay, cart, we are sending this cart in the name of cart. Okay, then this cart is available in our HTML mycart.html page, and that cart should contain many cart products. Okay, so let's go to our mycart.html page. Let's look through all the cart products inside the cart. Okay, for CP, I'm writing short form CP in. Let's move to our cart and let's fetch all cart products, cart product underscore set dot all. Okay, then and here we want to iterate a row, and for TD first column is SN, so for SN we need to write for loop dot counter. Okay, then for second loop we are using CP. From CP is actually a cart product object. Okay, cart product object of the cart. Then from cart product we can show product. Okay, product is another model and product has title in it. So what we can do is CP dot product, this will show a product object and we need to write its title. Okay, and then for rate, CP dot rate, I think, and for subtotal, sorry, quantity, QUANTITY quantity, and for subtotal. Okay, you can see here these are the fields in the cart product: rate, quantity, and subtotal. Okay, here we are showing rate, quantity, and subtotal. Okay, if you check your page now, sari 2 and women's blazer 1. Okay, action is empty. Now I want to make another column here and I want to put 3 links. First of all is plus for increasing, second is for minus for decreasing, and third is for X to remove the items from the cart. And I want to leave the link empty, and I want to give it class as first of all, let's check how it looks. This is not nice, so I want to use bootstrap here. btn dash primary. Okay, I want to copy this. I want to copy this here. btn warning. Okay, there is extra white space, and another is danger. Danger means red color. You can see it is more better. And now let's go to our home page and add another items here. Let's go to our Dell monitor, and if I go to view cart, then Dell monitor is added here, and I want to show the total cart value here. Here TR, and I want to show T total, and another value I want to show is the value of the cart total. Okay, let's see it, cart total, but it is not exactly aligned, so I want to make a scroll span as 4. That means 1 2 3 4. Let's refresh it. And I want to place it right. For that I want to use bootstrap class dash the right. okay, text right, and I want to give him RS here, RS 31,000. let's say the calculation is correct. And these are not working, we need to work on here, but in the next tutorial. But for now, let's add another Samsung television, let's add another Dell monitor here. Okay, add to cart, and let's go to check our cart. Dell monitor is 18 to the 36, and our price is automatically adjusted. So now we completed the add to cart section. So let's understand add to cart logic again. First of all, whenever user click add to cart, okay, you can see here is the ID of the product. So it is passed in the URL pattern as pro ID, and from that we first of all we need to get that pro ID. So it is stored in our product ID variable. Then from that product ID variable we have fetched our product from the database. Okay, product is the model class. And then what we did is we checked if we have already a cart or not. So I checked the cart in the session. This cart ID variable is stored in the session, and if this cart ID is stored in the session, then we run this logic, and if a cart ID is not stored in the session, we run this logic. That means in this logic we fetched the cart, okay, and in this logic we created the new cart. And if cart is already present in our database, our cart is already present in our database, then what we did is we checked we first of all checked if the item we want to add into the cart already exists in our cart or not. So for this I queried the cart product set from my cart product. This is a cart product set. Cart product set means all cart product in the cart. Okay, so I filtered there using the product object, and if this exists, then we need to increase the quantity and subtotal of the of that cart product, and we also need to increase the total value of our cart object. And if that does not exist, we need to create a new cart product with quantity 1 and subtotal same as the value of the selling price of that product. Okay, then I also increase the total, because adding item into the cart always increase the cart value, and I saved it. Okay, then in else condition I did the same thing. I first created the cart, I stored it in the session so that same cart will be used in the in our case, and I created a cart product with quantity 1 and selling price, because this is a new item, because cart is new, so item is also new, and I increased the cart value and then saved into the database. Okay, so whenever you close the browser, then if you open it again after some time, then your cart is still stored. This is possible because since the cart ID is stored in the session, there is a session ID stored in your cookies, and whenever user access this web page, then backend check the session ID, and if it is stored in our front end, then it is queried in our database, and we can get all values from our session. Okay, then this is working correctly. And if you have any confusion about this, you can comment here. And first of all, I want to make this navigation a little clean, and here you can see that you can include them all by div container class. Okay, div container class. If I save it now, it's here, and you can make it more better using bootstrap navigation bar, but I'm not using my time in that. So there are some pages. Add to cart is working correctly, and there are 5 items in the cart with the price is increasing automatically. If I remove this cookie, remove this all values or especially the session ID from here, you can see that you cannot now view the cart, no cart. Okay, so let's add item, this item. Okay, let's go to our view cart. SP laptop is added. In our database, new cart is created because new session started. If you go to our admin site, admin, you in your cart section, you can clearly see there are 2 carts. Okay, first cart which session is out now, and in our second cart there is a new item, and in cart product you can see that one item belongs to cart 2. Okay, so this much for now. In our next tutorial we will manage our cart, that is we can in that tutorial we'll code for increasing cart quantity, decreasing cart quantity, and removing items. Okay, thanks.